The NFLPA has a new tradition, a tradition unlike any other.
Kind of cool.
And I like it.
I know you do.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
Because it's a way to hold teams accountable. I've seen some people criticize it like, in lieu of making actual progress for the players, they're doing this and they're acting like it's a big deal. It is a big deal because what they're doing is they're getting input from the players about very specific categories for teams, for owners, for everything.
Yeah.
And we say this time and again, there's no way to hold owners accountable unless they cross a line that causes an investigation, that finds sufficient evidence that they push a guy out like Dan Snyder. You can be the worst owner in the NFL and you're still getting as much money from the broadcasting contracts as anyone else. You're still making a profit. People are still coming to your games. I love the idea that they are holding these teams accountable.
I did too.
And the teams that are getting bad marks owe it to themselves to look in the mirror and figure out what we're doing wrong. The idea that and this is the one that is amazing to me, that the Chiefs are 31st among all teams,
right,
and Clark Hunt is 32nd. And the big reason is promises made, promises not kept.
Right. Locker room, facility, right? That was the big thing. What was it? They were weird.
Stools
the Chiefs
instead
had like
of chairs.
Some great grades, but then they had other grades that were so low.
But it makes me wonder, what would they be without Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
You take Reid and Mahomes out of the equation, how do you hold this team together? There's the Chiefs report card. Ownership, F-. The Bart Simpson, F-. Head coach, A+. Ownership, F-.
Team travel, they don't like that with a D because they're probably on a crappy plane, don't have enough seats for some of the big guys, don't have extra seats, right? Like, I think that was also shocking to me. The training room, right? The weight room, all the little nuances, the nutrition stuff, all of that, they got killed there. That's where I was shocked. I mean,
you're getting held back,
right,
with that report card.
Yeah, you are.
Does that look familiar to you?
No.
Does that? Are
no,
you sure?
I had good grades, you asshole. Okay, I did.
I just want to make sure you're not having flashbacks when you see that. But what a contrast, though. The Steelers had the same
rare
thing.
To see this.
A for Mike Tomlin, F for Art Rooney.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you have owners who are a little detached.
They're old school.
Aloof, right?
Right.
Don't want to get too close to the players.
Right. Don't want to invest certain money that they think like, wait, Bradshaw and Jack Ham, they were okay in 1974, so why aren't we good here? Well, because it's 50 years later and the world's changed, right? Yeah, we don't want to sit on stools anymore. We're making $190 billion a year, right? We don't want a wooden stool when we're sitting there, naked in the locker room.
Free cigarettes at halftime, though.
Right. I mean, but those little things, again, they're so important to the modern-day athlete, and they should be. I mean, we know this. It doesn't matter what sport it is. Track and field, football, basketball, baseball. I'm watching a video of LeBron James working out with Myles Garrett the other day. I mean, again, these guys are obsessed, so they know what's right for them. The nutrition, the training, all of that stuff. And obviously there is a disconnect there in Kansas City. It's rare to see a team of that stature have that grade. That's where I was shocked to see that.
Well, I was on radio in Chicago yesterday, and they pointed out, if you watch the quarterback series on Netflix, like all the stuff Patrick Mahomes does on his own dime, away from the facility.
Right.
And implicit in that is there isn't sufficient facilities there for him to get what he needs.
Stay there and do it. Right.
And really, and this speaks to something that I've said time and again. Patrick Mahomes has value to the team that he will never get, and value to the game, to the league. That he is, when you look at what he means to the Chiefs and what he means to the NFL right now, you could triple his pay and it would still fall short of what he means to the NFL.
Yeah.
And if they didn't have him, and if they didn't have Andy Reid, and this whole Andy Reid thing, and he was here with us the other day, and we didn't want to ask him tough questions. I didn't want to get into the whole retirement thing.
Yeah, right.
Right? And I've tried to make it clear that what I heard is the Chiefs were concerned about the possibility that he would, and they were thinking about who would come next. When you're only paying the guy $12 million, how can you not think, like, I'm not going to go to a different team, but I'll just stop. It's not worth. You're going to pay me half of what Bill Belichick made? Look at what we're doing here.
Right.
And when you see this is, you print that off and laminate it if you represent Andy Reid. Hey, Clark, my guy that you're only paying $12 million to per year is keeping you from being a laughingstock.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's your sword and shield.
And, I mean, yeah, you're getting all these playoff checks and playoff money. And, yeah, like you said, it's Mahomes, the Chiefs. They're by far the hottest team in American sports. I mean, kids, women, because of Taylor Swift, all of it. They're killing it. They know they're killing it. I think that probably adds to them writing it down and going, screw them, F-, right?
Yeah.
We're killing it out here.
And we can't get this, and we can't get
this,
that.
and our cafeteria sucks, and we're 2 people short on the weight room staff to where I want to do something on the other side of the weight room, but we only got 2 or 3 guys in here, and they're working with the O-line and D-lineman, and so I'm over here with the quarterback and receiver. We'd like a spotter or somebody to help us, but damn, the Hunt family, cheaped out on getting 2 more strength coaches, and that's the crap that will drive players crazy, especially professionals like them.
2 ways,
yeah.
generally. I mean, I'm sure there are other possibilities, but I see 2 primary ways that an owner could respond to this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just sour grapes. Oh, it's just a few loud voices. Oh, well, they'll never make them happy. Or, man, I got a problem. And I got to fix it. And see, if they were that way, they wouldn't have gotten enough in the first place. That's the thing. It's a product of a mindset that would be inclined to say they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, right.
They're never going to be happy.
Yeah.
They're always going to complain about something.
Right.
Hey, you got an F, baby.
Yeah.
You better do something about it. If you
Right.
care about that, that's why I think this is a great thing that the NFLPA is doing. It is giving the players a voice, and it is holding owners accountable when there is never a way to hold them truly accountable. You still can't fire them, but, man, you can put an F on them. You can put an F- on them. And that's an embarrassment to Clark Hunt.
So yeah. I mean, it is, and it's
he can say whatever he wants to himself or anyone else. That is an embarrassment for Clark Hunt.
The pressure's on him for sure now, right? And he's an owner, I believe, that is not always there in the facility, right? He lives in Dallas, Texas, for most of the week, and then I know he's there at times and whatever else. But yeah, they put him on notice. There's no doubt about it. And hey, having been in the Kansas City Chiefs facility a few times over the last few years, yeah, I mean, it's not up to par with some of the good ones. It's not what you would expect, and of course they're not. They don't have some great, huge stadium. They're still old stadium, all of that type of stuff. But, yeah, I think this is one where Mahomes, Kelsey, Chris Jones, the players here, they're going to spark a fire under the Hunt family here, and I would be shocked if he doesn't try to address this.
We'll see. We'll find out next year.
Who got the best grades? It was
the Vikings and the Dolphins.
Right.
Stephen Ross got an A.
Well, he doesn't seem like he's scared to spend money. That's that again.
Maybe doing that waddle is enough. Getting a little cutaway.
Well,
Waddle, him doing that awkward.
He's given stars money, so they're in the locker room going, "Oh, I like the owner."
Look at that! Look
right?
at this.
Yeah, I think he's got a head coach who is cutting edge in a lot of these areas too. That's probably pushing him that way. But I think one of the biggest things is, the coach sets the aura in the facility, and then if there's the other things to match it, the players, will be extremely happy.
That gives me flashbacks.
That gives you flashbacks? Yeah. That I would expect yours to look like that,
Yeah.
Mr. Carnegie and Mellon.
Yeah.
Mine didn't quite look like that. I had a few years that looked like that.
I'll tell you this.
Right?
Mine did not look like that at Carnegie Mellon.
Oh, well,
at least not for the first couple of years. It was a rude awakening. I say this all the time.
Right.
18, 19 is the worst age to expect a human being to take studies seriously.
Definitely.
And I was like militant against it. Like I refused Friday and Saturday is my time.
Yeah, right.
And then you get the report card. It's like,
damn.
why do I have
I got to cut into my time a little bit.
2.8? Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.